This particular segment is on the specific formulas that we have for our essential oil blends. We've had them released for about 12 weeks right now, and there are some that are top sellers that I want to cover because we have lots of people that are curious about it. I also want to tell people to be patient with us because we're having so many inquiries coming in and orders that we're actually just having a hard time keeping up with them. So since we're not Amazon, we just want to let you know, give it at least 7 to 10 days for us to get that order to you. And the most popular one is our Hotspot Allergy Spray, which contains anywhere from 8 to 10 oils that are specifically for the skin and coat, and therefore anything they're antibacterial, antiviral, antiparasitic. They will also deter a dog from licking or scratching at a spot. We hear from people that they usually see results in, well, actually 90% difference, they'll say, in as little as 2 days, and 100% difference within a week. And that's if they use it like we recommend. And that recommendation is to use that once a day for a whole week. The next week, if you start to see improvement, do it every other day. The third week, you'll want to do it 3 times that week. And once the symptoms are gone, just do it once a week as a preventative. Same thing for our itchy, yeasty ear formula. I know a lot of you out there are listening have probably been to the vet about this. You've probably used ear cleaners, and when you bring it out of the door, whatever, your dog takes off, which is horrible. I hate that. And also you may be using antibiotics, which is a vicious cycle because antibiotics will actually cause candida yeast growth in your dog, which will then make the problem worse. So they'll also grow immune to certain medications like the antibiotics or the steroids. With the essential oils, they will not grow immune to it. So you can use it long term and you can use it as a preventative. There's also another formula that we've had a lot of interest in, and a lot of people that are on our different social media sites have dogs of different breeds. A lot of them have rescue dogs, and so they're finding that they're having problems with anxiety. Number one, maybe because the dog wasn't socialized well and they don't know where it came from. They don't know what kind of trauma that it's been through, so they'll use the anti-anxiety spray in those situations. Or maybe a dog is afraid of going to the veterinarian, maybe afraid of riding in the car. There could be a variety of different things. Separation anxiety. This oil has been great. We've used a version of it to send home with our puppies now. So we have since formulated something we call Calm Puppy, and we've sent that home with everybody with a puppy so far, and we've heard wonderful stories. I even had one little puppy, which I was shocked to see her when I handed her to the new owner, because she really had been fine here at the house, but for some reason she was shaking a little bit, and we put some of that on her paws, and within seconds she stopped trembling. So I've seen some great results with that. Also, there is a natural flea and tick formula that we've formulated because I have a lot of people that sit at my desk when they're maybe taking a puppy home, or they'll message me on Facebook or email me and ask me about alternatives to the medicine for flea and tick preventative. The only one that's a little different is our muscle and joint formula, because it really is a high concentrate of a muscle and joint blend, and I've used this myself because I have muscle and joint issues. You will use that in your palm, rub your hands together, and you're gonna need that in to the area that may be sore. Maybe there's an injury there, maybe you have an older dog with arthritis, whatever that may be. And one thing to remember with all the formulas is to make sure to shake them well every time you use them. Also store them in a dry, cool place. Make sure that the opening to those does not touch anything, so you're not getting any bacteria on that. If you have a dog that may be afraid of the spraying action of those products, you may want to use a rag or a cloth and take the sprayer off and dab that on the cloth and then treat your dog. Once you spray them, if you're using the spray method, I do like that because it does cover most of their body. You want to take your fingers and massage that from the tail to the head. And I found that people who start this early, the dogs associate the spray with I'm gonna get a massage and get petted. So that's a really good thing to do from the very start so that they don't associate it with something scary. And dogs don't tend to like something that's sprayed, even if they're a water dog. I don't know, some of them will be okay with hoses and sprays, but I would say in general dogs don't like something sprayed at them. And that leads me to another subject that people asked about, fatty tumors. And there is a lot of research being done on frankincense for this exact thing, and there's been some great results with it. And I don't have a lot of lumpy, bumpy Labradors in my kennel, so I can't really speak from experience, but I have heard that the essential oils are very helpful for these in shrinking them. So we've had great testimonies on that.